Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. My name is Dusty BC, and it is Friday, October 23rd. I'm just kidding, guys. Let's get on with today's video, starting it off with stimulus update. Well, actually, starting it off with a question, and that question of today is, if you were to get $1 million deposited on your bank account today, what would you do with that? Would you buy crypto? Would you? Would you buy a house? Would you go retire? What would you do? Let me know in the comment section down below. And also, guys, make sure you press the like button on this video to support a good guy or gal, whatever you think I am. Stimulus update. Pelosi says a deal could be near, but a vote may not come until after the election. Oh my days, guys. This is literally the stuff I've been talking about on my previous video just now. Small. It is US elections and Bitcoin. I'm quite convinced that this whole stimulus package could be very, very important for the course of cryptocurrency. And whenever I say Bitcoin in a stimulus sense, I'm talking about Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, all of them, all right? Even if I say Bitcoin. Main reason is I think, and I'm quite convinced on that fact as well, that at this point, with the way it is all going, a lot of people are looking for a way out. A lot of people are looking for a stable, not necessarily stable, but a store of value or something that is kind of against the traditional system like crypto. However, a lot of the guys that are kind of forward going like that also rely on a stimulus or are only willing to do that kind of crazy investment with their stimulus. So I don't actually have any numbers on the previous move. So whenever the previous stimulus came out, you know, how it all went and how many people really invested in crypto. But I can definitely tell from the numbers we saw back then that a lot of guys have invested into crypto because of the stimulus and will most likely happen right now once more. So that's why I'm pretty excited for that. But as we saw, they can't get to a good number. And again, the stimulus also does some bad things for the US economy because, well, there's more money coming in, which makes your dollar worth less. And if the dollar gets worth less, there's a whole row of things that are happening straight off because of that. But let's not get too far into that. The US election, though, and crypto / Bitcoin / XRP, the connections there are quite heavy, and the consequences of all these choices and all these debates are rather insane. So a couple of points to know here. Right now, the election here is going to decide, I'm assuming, how we're going to be handling CBDCs, how we're going to be handling taxes in the US, how we're going to be handling a regulatory framework for things like XRP in the US. And I don't know how long the US is going to take to really get to a conclusion for these regulatory things, but I'm thinking that before the election, it's not going to come to it. This means that China will have another advantage on the CBDC war, and them getting it out first is not necessarily bad for the whole world or for any place for that matter. It's just bad for the position in, I guess, the rankings of which country has the best economy or is the most fit for a global reserve currency. Right now, it's kind of always the number one country in the world in terms of progress, the most forward-going country, emancipating, emerging, the country that's just doing the most at that point, right? And for the longest time, it's been the US now, 100 years, but some are saying it's going to be China right now, which is definitely interesting to see. But you know, the election, the stimulus, they all are connected in a bigger way than a lot of you guys think. So I'm hoping we're going to get some more insight soon. And I'm just hoping that Ripple can just wait it out a little bit longer before they move. However, if they wait out longer, we'll see more things like the PayPal situation right now where PayPal can't list XRP because they're having issues and more. There's just ties everywhere. It's just a friction-filled system at this point. So again, I'm pretty damn afraid of exactly what's going to be happening. But on the contrary, I'm pretty damn happy because XRP is looking juicy. Another thing, 325 million XRP moved by Ripple and Binance, while biggest ODL partner faces regulatory issues. 325 million XRP has been wired by Ripple and Binance over the past 24 hours. Meanwhile, Ripple's ODL partner Bitso eyes Latin America as a promising payments market. So actually 2021, we got to get all the countries in, right? Or at least all the pairs, or which one of the two? All the countries or all the pairs? I don't quite remember. But 2021, it's around the corner already. So Ripple definitely has a lot of moves to go. And also, if you're wondering, I have no idea what this transaction is of because, well, fortunately, I don't really care. Since we don't really get the numbers from exactly what Ripple does with the XRP they have anyway, I've kind of started to ignore it. And this bottom part here, Ripple's biggest ODL platform expands in Latin America, facing issues. It's only good stuff, guys. We're seeing some regulatory issues in multiple countries at this point, but it's all part of the progress, and I'm actually quite excited to see they're already talking about kind of expansion and the fact that they are having some issues, which means they're trying to, grow bigger, which is good. Bank of Japan wants to hear public opinion on the digital yen. Japan's central bank is exploring how a digital currency could help enhance more traditional payment systems. Couple points to note. No, actually, maybe two. Japan is, I believe, second in terms of crypto adoption in the world, with Korea being number one, South Korea. And second is, I think Japan is really forward with a lot of the decisions they make surrounding these crypto things. And with that, what if the US were to get a survey going like this? I'm thinking, most people filling it in, well, there won't be that many people filling it in, but the people that will still not be knowledgeable enough to do it, which again is kind of a historical view on democracy anyway, that a lot of people are incompetent to vote. You guys most likely know what philosopher I'm talking about, right? Whenever I'm saying that the public, a lot of them are not kind of fit to vote. I'm just talking about that philosophical thought moved over into a voting for like CBDC or voting for, I guess changes that have to do with crypto and how that will most likely take a long while before we can get something like that in. I'm kind of debating now if I would even, I would definitely go to vote. If the question were asked of me, what do you think about these digital euro? I would definitely step up and talk to them. But all right, Tron CEO BitTorrent announces acquisition of esports platform. So we saw Ripple do it with SBI esports subsidiary. Tron is now going into the footsteps. Tron TRX CEO reveals the purchase of DLive and the creation of BitTorrent X ecosystem that will use the native token BTT. The BitTorrent X ecosystem will initially consist of 4 protocols that link BitTorrent with DLive. And basically, the esports platform, I'm thinking that Tron will eventually use this to also just get more usage for BTT and, kind of walk into the footsteps of paying esports members in a certain currency like XRP. Then, kind of fun talk with IOTA. They're talking with PayPal after launching Chrysalis Phase 2. IOTA founders confirmed the launch of an incentivized test network for Chrysalis in Q1 of 2021. Following the release of Chrysalis version 2, founders expect further adoption of IOTA in exchanges and on PayPal. They're pretty rough with this one here to just go to PayPal like that and say, hey, we're building something, let's connect. Let's do something right here. That's pretty damn brave of them to do. And I thought I should briefly give that a quick word or a quick shout out. And Michael Saylor claims the company will hold Bitcoin for 100 years. MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor plans to hold his Bitcoin for 100 years, describing it as the world's best collateral. We talked earlier about how MicroStrategy buying Bitcoin and getting into it is most likely just a big move for their market valuation, so the way that people see them. However, it's quite a big commitment if you ask me. It's quite a big commitment that they're making right now to make sure they're centered in Bitcoin, or at least that they have a good position. And also, there could have been some negative thoughts surrounding this, right? Where they're like, well, we don't want you to involve yourself with Bitcoin. And in general, if their stock price goes up because of a change like this, that means that the people in general that are buying stocks are quite excited about a move like that, right? Which does say quite a lot about the whole investment climate. I was looking for the whole investment climate right now. It's looking pretty damn juicy, guys, and I'm pretty damn excited to see what other companies are going to be hopping onto crypto. We just saw PayPal move in. I mean, it's not like they're buying it directly just quite yet, but we saw them at least make a big move towards crypto. And even though they're not buying directly, they are buying crypto companies, which kind of resemble the same thing, right? If they are planning to buy crypto companies, I mean, it's kind of the same thing as buying the crypto yourself. It's just, in this case here, they want to be, producers instead of just holders of something. I don't really blame them too much for that. Maybe at some point they'll also go for a vision of holding some collateral in Bitcoin. Who really knows? Who can tell? I can't. Because, in the end, all I can say about this is this stuff is all huge for crypto right now. A lot of good stuff is coming. I think a lot of people would be buying XRP had it not been for some things holding them back. There's definitely a lot of guys right now that don't believe that the traditional system is going to be holding. And if we had to choose, I would definitely say XRP is the best candidate, especially after considering the other videos I've made today, looking at how G20, the Federal Reserve, the IMF, everybody is talking about this newer payment system that is being built. I think if we take a look and consider what they're all saying and what is being built right now, that XRP has the highest chance of really getting there. And again, also with the stuff I've talked about earlier, considering China, let's quickly see if I got it open still. China here and all the restrictions they've been putting on. Yeah, the Bitcoin stuff, it's good, but it doesn't have that longevity that XRP has. So, yeah. But guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video. Make sure you press the like button and subscribe, guys, if you enjoyed it.